Come transform an old painting with me. I have this observational self-portrait that I did years ago that I never finished, and I think it would be a great base to build a new painting on top of. I don't want to just scrub this out and put something new on top. I want to use the structures that are already developed and build a new portrait around that. I took some reference photos of my mom because she was readily available and we have a similar bone structure. I made her position her head the same way as the painting, and I only had to tweak my features a couple millimeters in any direction to find her likeness, and I think it's really charming that I can get away with this. I loved building up the portrait like this. It made me think more broadly about the structures present rather than building a portrait around a sketch, you know? You can pencil in where to place the bridge of a nose, but when you use a chunk of highlight on one side and shadow on the other, the form just jumps out at you. Also, the old painting left behind some really useful texture that could peek through at the end. Standardly, I would advise people not to paint over their old paintings because at some point you're gonna want to look back at those pieces. I remember when I was learning to paint, I would recycle my canvases 2-3 times because I had nothing to paint on, and I wish so badly that I did not do this. You should paint on cardboard before you recycle a painting. I think that this piece is a little different because having that base to build on was instrumental in the process, and I took a bunch of photos beforehand before I started painting over it. I remember in middle school even, I would finish a page in my sketchbook and by the next day I would hate it so much that I painted the page black, and that's so lame. Don't do that. I want to look at my old stuff and laugh, but also it shows my progress, and now I can't look back and be proud of how far I've come because I was so insecure. I see this painting marking a bit of a transitional period in the art that I'm making. This painting is 12 inches by 16 inches, and that's the smallest canvas I've worked on in years. Since I started working as a full-time artist, I've been focusing on really grand projects and compositions. But recently, I've been so inspired and I feel the urge to explore these ideas on a smaller scale and more frequently. I'm not sure if I want to jump back to a 6-foot canvas right now and spend 3 months on one idea. I think I need a period of experimentation and growth before I can return to the work that has kind of defined my career. All in all, this painting took about 10 hours of work, and I like it quite a bit actually. I feel like this is the beginning of my next evolution, and I'm excited to see where I grow from here.